I'm gonna open my legs up as I pull, hips in the air. Heart needs to beat. Lock it up, come back square, knees to chest. Switch over here, and I'm gonna keep the pant leg grip. Hand on the shoulder, lock it up. Off with learning 2 entries into the triangle guard. We're gonna do punch pull and spider guard or baby spider guard, right? So for punch pull, I want to get thumb in, right? I get a thumb in, roll my 4 fingers. So I have this grip here. This is a strong grip. For punch pull, what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch as I pull an arm up at the same time. So as I punch, I'm going to open my legs up. As I pull, hips in the air. And I'm going to try and do that warm up that we just did. Pull my hand out. And now in triangle guard, okay? So again, 2 grips, nice and strong. As I'm punching, pulling, opening up, hips go in the air, lock up triangle guard, right? From here, I've now got the start of triangle, and I'm keeping his posture broke down. I do not want him to go up. He goes up, he can either break my legs open or he gets out. Our other option is kind of the spider guard position. I'm going to open my guard up, drive my knees through, and I can go feet on the hips. And I'm going to pick an arm that I want to attack, right? So let's say I want this one in. I'm going to post my foot on the hip. I'm going to go hip in the air, pull my leg out, bring him in, pull that arm up. I'm in triangle guard. Okay. So again, in, thumb in, grab the sleeve, knees go up, and I'm planting on hips. I push my hips into the air, right? I'm gonna pick an arm that I wanna attack, leg comes out, I bring my hips up, grab over, pull them in with that leg, push that arm up. We're in triangle guard, okay? So let's go with those 2. Like the punch pull, boom, punch pull. If you can, try and get this position locked up, okay? So the leg that's going over the back here, I want it to be under my other leg. The reason for is this is the side where I'd be locking the triangle up on. If I'm doing it this way, I'm not gonna get the triangle submission because I can't apply the choke properly, right? So I wanna keep this here. So we don't have the triangle quite locked in properly yet. We need to move so that we can get our shin right up along the back of his neck, and we can close off all space, all gaps, and focus on just choking the neck. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna keep everything nice and tight. I'm squeezing here. I'm gonna let this open up, plant on the foot, okay? If Noah tries to posture out of this, he can't, strong. Because I'm pinching everything. Everything is nice and tight. If I loosen up, he's just gonna go right out. Okay. Another thing we can do too is kind of keeping a grip on the head, right? You can grab on the head, or we can even just grab up on the shin. Okay. This is what we should be doing. Okay. So when we get here, grab up on the shin, squeeze everything tight. If Noah really tries to posture up, he's gonna take me with him, right? He's not going anywhere. She's locked in here good. That's what I want. Because what this is going to allow me to do is once I plant on his hip, I'm going to turn my torso so I can look through his ear. So I'm going to turn as I let my legs or my foot slide up. Okay, so I'm going from my foot being here. So when I turn, I want it across his neckline on the back, right? This is what I need. I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want this. I want it here, okay? I want to be able to touch his shoulder with my heel, okay? So when I do this, once I turn, I'm going to lock it up here. I'm going to turn back. My foot did not move back down, okay? It's still across the back of his neck. From here, I'm going to lock it up, okay? If his arm isn't across this yet, or if he keeps it over here, I've got to get it back across. So what I do for that is I push my hips in the air, shove his arm over, and I just squeeze. I go in nice and close, squeeze everything tight, try and bring my knees to my chest. Okay? So again, pick your favorite entry into the triangle. Right? I like punch pull. So thumb in, roll. This is a strong grip. Punch, pull, hips in air. Get them in nice and close. Okay. If I can stuff the arm across right away, great. That's what I want. Okay. Saves me from having to do this at the end. Grab up on the shin, plant on the hip, rotate your torso. Okay. Everything goes into line where it needs to be. Walk it up, come back square, knees to chest. Okay. If I can't get to the choke submission by trying to squeeze with just my legs, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go behind my knee, gable grip, squeeze real tight. Right? So let's go with that. Alright, this is the reason I do this, if it tries to break out. It's not going anywhere, so I've got it. Right? I can even grab to this. This is called pistol grip. Same thing if he tries to break free. It's not going to go anywhere, right? So that's why we do this grip. So favorite setup again. Punch, pull, step, walk, and I'm pulling that arm out and then I punch it. I want both hands in. From here, I keep them in tight. So we're gonna go for the triangle setup. I push that arm over, I go to walk it all up. Here, I rotate, walk it up. But when I start coming back, he stuffs the arm over onto this side, right? And he's trying to make sure I can't do the submission. So when he does this, I can't really get that much squeezing pressure because now his shoulder's rotated out. He's opened up some space here and I can't apply the triangle. I can either try and fight that to get that back, or we've got an omoplata option and an armbar option. I'll do the omoplata first, and then I'll do the armbar right after. So for the omoplata, he's got his arm right in between his knee and my butt. It's bad for him, because all I've got to do is I can turn, I can grab right on his pant leg, help do this. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to let the leg that's across his back, it's going to slide over. I'm switching places, okay? This is now going across his back. I can push on the head, switch over here, and I'm going to keep the pant leg grip. Putting all pressure on. That's one. Okay. Once I get this all locked up, he goes to stuff his arm over. I catch it. I make sure his thumb is up. Hand on the shoulder. Lock it up. All I'm doing for the armbar, and right on the tricep or under the shoulder, figure 4, doggy paddle grip. I'm rotating both hands at the same time. I can also throw my hips in the air to get more leverage, or I can go for a figure 4, so I've got a couple options.